Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you are able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So let's go to the project. Let's go to the project once and see what exactly we have automated so far. Let the Eclipse ID launch. So as per my knowledge, so far we have automated 18th test case is completed, and also in the previous session, 19th test case is also automated. Now let's move on to the 20th test case. Okay. It's kind of simple one, guys. Okay. So let's automate the 20th test case in this session. So let's first understand what the test case is all about in a manual way. Verify whether the privacy policy checkbox option is not selected by default. Okay. So when you go to the register account page, by default, this privacy policy checkbox field should not be in selected state. For this, first we need to open the application URL. For this, first we need to open the application page URL. Once we open the application page URL, we need to click on my account and then select the register option. Once you select the register option, then we need to, okay, check whether this privacy policy field is in not selected state. Okay, it should not be in selected state. Is in not selected state by default. We have to verify that. It is very simple test case that we need to automate. For that, here I'll just go here, guys, expand the project. Here I'll expand this package and create a new tc underscore rf underscore 020. Click on finish. Okay, here I'll just write down public void verify register account privacy policy field. Okay, like this, create a method and provide @test annotation on the top of this. Hover the mouse on the @test and import this @test from testng library. And here write down the code, that is driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Say Control Shift O, then driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot off seconds. Just give 3 seconds. And then finally say driver dot get provide the application page URL here. That is tutorialsninja.com/demo application URL. You just give it here. Okay. Next. So copy this application page URL and paste here. Once you open the application page URL, we need to click on the My Account drop menu. Inspect this My Account option. We'll get the HTML code for this My Account option. Copy this particular text between the tags and then provide Control F and say /span text function is equal to, give that My Account. Copy this XPath expression, and here write down driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression and say dot click. Then we need to select the register option. Inspect this register option. Select this register, which is a link text. Driver dot find element by dot link text. Provide the link text locator and simply say dot click. Then select the register option. You will be navigated to the register account page. Once you are taken to the register account page, we need to verify whether the privacy policy checkbox field is in selected state or not. Inspect that option. Right click and inspect the option. And here, you see, name locator is there. Copy this and here write down assert dot assert false. We have to verify for assert false. Okay, assert false, and here write down driver dot find element by dot name locator. Provide the name locator and say dot is displayed. Okay, is displayed. If this particular is displayed method will return false, means the test will pass, because we are also expecting false here. And finally, I'll say driver dot quit here. After the test is done, I'll just close the browser. Okay. Now run the script to see whether the test is passing or failing. The test need to pass. I have automated the 20th test case. I am running the script, and this is a very simple script. Using isDisplayed command, we are verifying whether that privacy policy field is in not selected state. Okay. The browser need to close. It's not happening. Is there any problem here? We need to see. Yeah, there is an exception came. Expected false but found true, it is saying. Oh, sorry. We should not be using isDisplayed. We should be using isSelected. Okay. IsSelected command we have to use. Dot is selected. Okay. My mistake. So here we need to check whether the checkbox option is in not selected state. So isSelected command will return false, and this will run the script, right click, run as test and see what is happening. We'll open the application page URL, maximize the browser. You see, the test got passed this time. So 20th test case is very easy, guys. Now let's move on to the next test case here. So hope everyone is clear with the test case, right? Just type C in the chat box if you are clear. If you have any questions, you can ask me the questions. Guys, if you are clear with this automate 19th test case, which 20th test case, sorry, which is very simple, where we have to simply check whether the privacy policy field is in not selected state. That's the only thing we have to do. Okay. So fine, let's move on to the 21st test case. Verify registering the account without selecting the privacy policy checkbox option. Okay. We need to verify the register account without selecting the privacy policy checkbox option. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to this application page, and here I'm going to create a new file, right click new class tc underscore rf underscore 021, click on finish, and here create a method that is public void verify public void verify public void verify registering account without selecting verify registering account without selecting privacy policy checkbox field, without selecting privacy policy checkbox. At the rate test annotation you provide, hold the mouse on at the rate test and import it from TestNG library, and here write down WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O, then write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then write down driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait, then say duration dot off seconds, and let's give 3 seconds here, and then say driver dot get here, and here we need to provide the application page URL. Let me copy paste the application URL here in the get command. Once we open this application page URL in the browser, we need to click on my account drop menu, inspect that. Okay, once we inspect that, I'll copy the text between the tags, control F, double forward slash span, text function is equal to my account. Okay, this will locate the my account drop menu. Copy this XPath expression, and here write down driver dot find element by dot XPath, provide the XPath expression dot click. This will select the my account drop menu, then select the register option, inspect this. This is a link text. Okay, simply write down driver dot find element by dot link text, provide the link text locator, and simply say dot click. This will select the register option. Once I navigate to the register account page, okay, once I navigate to the register account page, we need to enter all the details, and we need to select. We need to first select the here as per the 21st test case. We need to select the privacy policy checkbox field and create the account. Okay, and here 1 minute. Here, what is the test case all about? Verify registering the without selecting the privacy policy. That means enter all the details and don't select the privacy policy field and click on the continue button. Here, click on my account drop menu, click on register option, enter new account details. Don't select the privacy policy and click on continue button. You should get a warning message like warning, you must agree to the privacy policy, which is very simple. So I'll inspect this first name field. This test case is also simple, guys. The account should not get created and warning message should come. Okay. Copy the ID locator of the first name field and simply write down driver.find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the first name field and simply say dot send keys and here enter the first name, that is Arun. Okay. Similarly, write down driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the here after entering Arun here. I need to inspect this last name field. Here also I'll take the ID and here I'll write down provide the ID locator and simply say dot send keys and here enter Motori. Okay. After entering Motori here, then I need to inspect the email field. Take the ID locator of the email field. Driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the email field and say dot send keys. And here I need to provide a semicolon. And here I need to call this method which will auto generate a brand new email address. Okay. From common utilities. Common utilities dot generate brand new email. A brand new email address will be entered here. A brand new email address will be entered here. Once I enter the brand new email address here, inspect the telephone field, copy the ID locator of the telephone field and simply write down driver.find element by dot ID, provide the ID locator of the telephone field and simply say dot send keys. Here, provide a semicolon and just enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Enter the telephone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Now inspect the password field. Copy the ID locator of the password field and simply write down driver.find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the password field and simply say dot send keys. Provide a semicolon and write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. On entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a password here, I'll enter the same password into the password confirm field. Copy the ID locator of the password confirm field and write down driver.find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the password confirm field and say dot send keys. And in the double quotes, write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. After entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, now inspect the S radio button, name newsletter, copy this, driver dot, find element by dot, name, here we need to copy this name newsletter option, S radio button we have to select for that. Name is equal to newsletter, value is equal to 1 we have to take. Copy this name newsletter and control F, double slash input, at the rate, name is equal to give that name at the rate value is equal to 1 you write down. Okay, this will locate the S radio button. Copy this XPath expression and simply write down by dot XPath provide the XPath expression of that newsletter option S radio button newsletter option and say dot click. This will select the S radio button. Then I need to select the checkbox. I should not be selecting the privacy policy. Okay. I'll not locate it neither. I'll locate it neither. I'll perform some operation on the checkbox field here. I'll not select this. I'll directly click on the continue button here. Inspect this. Okay. Value attribute I'll copy. Double forward slash input at the rate value is equal to give that. Copy this XPath expression. Come back here and write down driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression of the continue button and simply say dot click. Once I say dot click, this will click on the continue button and the account should not get created. Rather, this warning message should come. Okay. What's expected warning message? This is expected what is expected warning message? In 21st test case, warning. You must agree to the privacy policy should be displayed. Okay. You must agree to the privacy policy. Here, simply write down string expected privacy policy warning is equal to or expected warning is equal to give that and here write down asset equals here first write down the expected policy warning message and here write down driver dot find element by dot. Okay. Inspect this guys, inspect this and in the HTML code. So here we have the warning message in between the div tag. Copy all these class attributes and simply write down control F double forward slash div at the rate class is equal to give all the multiple classes here Okay, this will locate the due part. In between the due tag, we have this warning message. I'll just copy this and simply write down by dot xpath, provide the xpath expression and simply say dot get text, get text. Okay, driver dot find element by dot xpath, by dot xpath dot get text. Why this is not coming? Dot. Okay, dot get text. Okay, now it's still not coming. I'll do one thing. Here I'll write down. I'll remove this part and write down driver dot find element by dot xpath, provide the xpath expression and say dot. Okay, it's not coming. Find element only, right? Save this. Somehow auto generation is not coming. That's okay. Auto generation is not coming, but we are verifying that. So driver dot quit. So run this code. Right click run as test ng test to see whether the test case is okay. Errors are there in this script. It's saying close this part and relaunch it again. Where is error? Don't see any errors anywhere. Okay. Okay. Just let's. Sometimes it happens. Means Maven. Just say update project once. Say okay. Still the error is being shown. Here is the error, guys. Okay, I didn't put the semicolon here. That's the reason. Save all. Right click run as test ng test. The test need to pass. Without, selecting the privacy policy field, you are getting the warning message because of which the test got passed. So guys, we have successfully automated the 20th test case and 21st test case. Okay, these are the two test cases we have automated. Okay, so let's move on to the next test case, that is 22nd. Before that, is everyone clear with the test case? The 21st test case is clear for you? Automation, if it is clear, just type C in the chat box. Great. Now let's move on to the 22nd test case. Verify the password text entered into the password and password confirm fields of the register account functionality is toggled to hide its visibility. Okay. Okay, we need to verify the password text that got entered into the password or password confirm fields of the register account functionality is toggled to hide its visibility. That means what we have to verify, guys. Once you go to the register account page here, once you go to the register account page, and if you try to enter some password here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, so the password should be hiding its visibility. You see some dots are coming here. Here also, if you enter some password, if you enter something here, it's visible, right? But here it should not be visible. How to verify that? Into the password and password confirm fields, the text that we are entering is not getting visible and its toggled visibility is there. Okay, the password that you are typing into the password and password field, password confirm field should not be visible to user. It should be toggled to hide its visibility. Okay, so it's also very simple test case only, guys. How to verify that? We need to open the application page URL. Same way, we'll write the script here. Right click, new class, tc underscore rf underscore 022. Click on finish. Create a test method public void. Verify registering account. Verify registering account. Password fields for security purpose. Okay, security, that is toggled hide. Whatever the name you want to give, you can give that. @test, you just write down. Hold the mouse on this and import this @test from testng library. And here write down web driver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then Control Shift O. Then write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and say driver dot get driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot off seconds. Just give 3 seconds here and simply write down driver dot get and here provide the application page URL. Give the application page URL, guys. Copy this application page URL. Once I open the application page URL here, we need to click on the my account. Inspect this my account drop menu. Copy this. I'll go with the span tag, double forward slash span. Text function is equal to over the mouse, inspect this my account drop menu, copy this and simply write down driver dot find element by dot xpath, provide the xpath expression and say dot click. Once I click on this my account, then select the register option, inspect this register option, copy this link text, simply write down driver dot find element by dot link text, provide the link text locator, say dot click. This will select the register option. Once you go to the register account page, once you go to the register account page, once you go to the register account page, we have to type the password and password into the password and password confirm fields and see whether the visibility is toggled or not. Okay. You can also do one thing. You can inspect these fields and see here type attribute should be password. Okay. For example, these fields where the password visibility is not toggled, type attribute will be input tag will be there. Type attribute will be text. But here input tag should be there and type password should be there. Attribute value of this one should be password. Okay. So we have to verify that the type attribute value is password. We have to verify, retrieve this particular thing and verify that. For that to happen, copy this and simply write down assert equals assert equals in double quotes you give password as a type and here write down driver dot find element by dot id, provide the id locator of the password field and say driver dot find element by dot id, provide the id locator of the password field and say dot get DOM attribute. Okay, in the latest version of Selenium we don't have get attribute command, we have DOM attribute. In that you give the type attribute name, and then verify. Then again same assert equals, okay, driver dot find element by dot id, provide the id locator of the password confirm field, dot get DOM attribute, double quotes you write down type, here also type attribute value we have to retrieve. Okay, for this password confirm field also you have to retrieve this, it should be password. Okay, it should be password guys. Okay, same thing it should be there, copy and paste it, then driver dot quit, that's it. Okay, driver dot quit. Okay, then now run the script, right click run as test and jtest and the script need to pass. Okay, by retrieving the attribute value we are verifying whether the text that we are entering into the password and password confirm field is toggled to hide its visibility. Instead of the text being displayed to the users, the bullet symbols or some kind of symbols are being displayed. Okay, so if the particular fields will have the type attribute value as password, this will happen. So we are just verifying that to confirm that. Okay, this is one of the way to do that. So guys, so in today's session, we completed 20, 21 and 22 guys. This is how we need to automate these three test cases, which are very simple. In tomorrow's session, we are going to go with another test case, that is 23rd test case we are going to automate tomorrow. Okay. So this will take a lot of time. Okay. 23rd test case will take a lot of time. So I cannot cover it today. So we'll do that tomorrow. Okay. So guys, any questions? Is it clear guys? If it is clear, just type C in the chat box. If this is clear, just type C in the chat box. If not, you can ask me the questions about these three test cases. If you don't have any, if it is clear, just type C. And if you have any questions, you can ask me the questions about these three test cases, 20, 21 and 22. Okay, great. Okay guys, that's all for today's session. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. That is 7:30 p.m. IST. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll continue with the next test case, that is 23rd test case. Okay, and we'll try to complete the remaining, and after that we'll start the framework concepts implementation in the project. Okay, till now we are only automating the individual test cases. We have few more test cases left out, that is 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That is total 5 test cases are left out. Once we automate these 5 test cases, we'll start implementing the framework concepts, so that automating of the test case under the other functionalities will become easier for us in the upcoming days. Okay. So that's all for today. See you tomorrow at the same time. Bye everyone.